Tear gas, flashbangs, and pepper balls have erupted in Minneapolis as anti-ICE protesters continue to engage in heated clashes with police and federal agents over the viral, fatal shooting of Renee Nicole Good. Meanwhile, President Trump is promising a day of reckoning and retribution is coming for the North Star State, as new reports emerge about the fate of the Minneapolis ICE agent whose overwhelming amounts of footage continue to emerge from the Twin Cities of anti-ICE protesters facing off with authorities, notably from outside the Whipple ICE facility in Minneapolis. In one chaotic clip, fireworks can be seen being set off by protesters as they face tear gas and non-lethal rounds from federal agents. Officers were also seen pinning the violent demonstrators to the ground and whisking them away in handcuffs during the tense standoff in the besieged city. In response to the mayhem, President Trump wrote an ominous vow on January 13th to the state of Minnesota via Truth Social. Minnesota Democrats love the unrest that anarchists and professional agitators are causing because it gets the spotlight off of the $19 billion that was stolen by really bad and deranged people, the commander-in-chief wrote. Fear not, great people of Minnesota, the day of reckoning and retribution is coming. While the details of the president's proposed day of reckoning were not immediately clear, Trump continued to praise the work of ICE and cities across the nation in his message. The White House has consistently stood by the agent in the high-profile shooting, whose fate may have been revealed according to a new report. The New York Times reported that the agent, Jonathan Ross, is unlikely to face criminal charges as the Justice Department is not expected to open a civil rights probe into the deadly ordeal. According to the outlet, federal investigators assigned to probe last week's fatal encounter are looking increasingly less likely to charge Ross after he opened fire on the 37-year-old, citing sources familiar with the investigation. The decision could change, however, as the investigation unfolds, the sources said. Meanwhile, the DOJ's Civil Rights Division has so far declined to look at whether Ross potentially violated the protesters' civil rights when he fired 3 shots at her. Members of the Trump administration have argued that Agent Ross's response was entirely justifiable and quickly branded Renee Nicole Good's actions domestic terrorism.
Ramming an ICE officer with your car, that's what justifies being shot. It's not a good thing, by the way, but when you force somebody to engage in self-defense, it's almost a preposterous question.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased.
37-year-old Renee Nicole Good was revealed to have been part of a group of activists who worked to document and resist the federal immigration crackdown in Minnesota. Good and her wife, Rebecca, age 40, were raising a 6-year-old boy together.